to introduce our second contest that we're going to do. We were going to start them both this week, but we'll start just the office pool contest this week. We'll start the second contest next week, and we kind of have a little bit better handle on how we're going to do it since we just thought it. We were going to do these videos where we go over these topics, but to turn them into our own contests wasn't something we planned to do. So basically, we're going to do a survivor pool contest. Joe, survival pool contests are not as easy as they look, right? So,
no, they seem super easy, but at the end of the day, it's strategy for the whole season.
It usually the way that these things go is that there's a just death week, and where just one team goes down and they just wipe out everybody, where it's kind of like, the lock of the week, and they just get slaughtered. And it just, it happens. We see it in, thankfully there's not a baseball survivor pool. I'd be out, before the first inning of the first game. But, we see it in these football pools all the time. So the two thought processes are, number one, just try and stay alive in the survivor pool. Just pick whoever you think is going to win and keep going. Number two is try and save your teams for later if you can.
Absolutely. So which strategy do you look at, Mitch? Because I know I'd like to play it both ways. I like to play it safe, but then if you play it safe, you're really hanging yourself for the end game. And I think the end game is way more important than the start.
Yeah, for me, I don't play it safe. I go 1 week at a time, and I just pick what I think that's available to me, the strongest play on the board, regardless of who it is. And I know that I could paint myself into a corner, but generally these pools don't go that long, for that to happen. So, it's like I want to save the Chiefs. They're playing the Jaguars next week, or I want to, save this team or that team. But, if you don't get the win this week, you don't get to use them next week. So you have to win to advance. And I think that that's all, part of it. So it is a tough pool. And so we're going to have a survivor pool here at PickDawgz. Like I said, this is something that probably takes a little bit of lead time. The office pool is something that, you just do it, you throw it together, and, hopefully you guys are entering that and putting your picks in the comments. I don't see too many entries yet. So if you enter, you got a pretty good chance of winning. But, in the survivor pool is something that, it goes on every week, and, it's just, like I said, takes a little bit more prep, but also, like Joe said, some strategy. So we have, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, now we're going to run it like a regular survivor pool where it's the point spread, correct?
Yes. But you and I, as far as this week, if we were, in a survivor week, we could each pick a team, and, you guys put yours in the comments and in the chat, who you would pick this week. Kind of we'll do a warm up. I don't think missing a week in a survivor pool is going to make a difference. These things, like I said, it's rare they go the distance. It really is rare that they go the distance. So
absolutely,
it could happen though. It could certainly happen. So looking at this week's card, is there any games that kind of jump off, or just a few that you would definitely consider as part of your survivor pool? Like for me, I would probably just go Bucks against the Cowboys right out of the gate.
Okay. Right, the Bucks 8.5. I think that's a little bit of a big spread. So
generally, survivor is just they just need to win. So we should do both ways. We'll do both ways. One with the spread and one without the spread. So without the spread, I think the Bucks. Without the spread, would be my pick. I just think they're going to win. I don't know if they're going to cover, but I think they're going to.
Okay, so no spread would be the 49ers for me over the Lions.
All right. Well, I had the Lions in my office pool, so really.
I know, and I just go, no way, it's not happening.
Really,
right?
So a team that was drafted 4th overall, now going on the road for their opener to a dome stadium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not as confident. With a lousy coach. Lousy coach.
No, I see the 49ers pulling it out completely this week, so that would be my safe one. My risky one is the Carolina Panthers -5.5 against the Jets. And I think that they cover this. I don't believe in Zach Wilson for the Jets. I completely think Sam Darnold is going to have a comeback year. He's going to be the player that we thought he was going to be when he got drafted. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from their defense. Right? It's going to be a lights out game for me for Carolina. They cover this 5.5 easily. So that's my riskier one.
For me, I would say my safer one with the points would probably be the Packers against the Saints, because it's not at New Orleans. It's just a neutral site game, so it's not a true road game for the Packers. You know, how many Saints fans are going to make the trek to Jacksonville, for this game? Plus, it's not inside the dome, which is ridiculously tough building. In these disaster games, though, the Saints traditionally have played really, really well. I mean, that Hurricane Katrina game, that was something. So I don't care. I still take the Packers here on the neutral site to knock off the Saints with the points in that one. And then my other probably riskier, that I would consider the riskier one, would be Seattle at the Colts. And
hard one.
Yeah, it's just a tougher one, but it's my riskier pick. So we're gonna do a survivor pool here at PickDawgz. I'm gonna just make it like I don't know, depending on how many people enter and how many people are subscribed and all that stuff. It'll just be like $500 or something for the season. I'll just no entry fee, no nothing. I'll just put up the money myself, or maybe. All right, you talked me into it. We could do like a bonus based upon how many weeks it goes. That could multiply it out. So if it reaches X amount, I'll make it 1,000. Just because I feel like it can.
That'd be good.
Yep. Nothing wrong with giving away more money, but I do. The office pool to me is the more. I think that's gonna be fun. It's like no point spreads, no nothing. I think everyone should do it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
absolutely.
We've got the VIP show later on today. Joe and I just wanted to get some of these shows out there, get some ideas out there, try some different things, and these two contests are one of them. So tomorrow we have 2 more shows planned. I'm not sure what time we're going to do them, probably around the same time, 3:30. And maybe we'll do those recorded, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But we'll figure them out. We're going to do... got to get your other cappers with the same setup. Sounds amazing. Yeah, I agree with you. We do have to get the other guys set up like Joe. It's just her sound and camera were there. She really needed the help there.
I did. Thank you.
It was kind of like this is thing, but it's not that easy to throw a setup together like this. To be honest, when we set up Rod and Brian and Chris Ruffalo initially, when we first started doing these setups for everybody, we were in the middle of COVID, and most of the stuff was on triple back order because all of a sudden, everybody wanted it for their Zoom calls and for everything else. So you couldn't get any of the equipment. So we did the best that we could, and with the full intention of over time developing the shows and getting everybody the better equipment and things like that. The reality of it is that for the stuff we have planned for Joe, she needs a different set of equipment than the guys do, who probably won't be doing the same sort of stuff. But at the same time, we could get them a different version of it and get them set up. But I agree with you. I like it. I agree with you.
Absolutely. Except I want to play with my mic. I love how it moves.
I have the same stand. I don't use it. I have the same stand. I don't use it. I've had it all different ways. I used to have it like overhead like this too with the
okay.
I traded the mic that I had, which is a shotgun mic, which was up here. You couldn't see it. I traded that mic to my friend for this one.
Oh, I like it.
So
I like these ones that are like right here.
Yeah, it's like the closer it gets you, the better it sounds, and that's why Bittler sounds like he's in a hallway, But it's like it definitely is the mic is, to me, the mic is more important than the camera, But
absolutely.
But anyways, we're gonna do Survivor Pool, and so everyone be on the lookout for that. Be sure to join the office pool too. We've already done that video. I'll advertise it in everything in the Facebook group. I'll tweet it out and all of that other stuff too. So be sure to check it out. And thanks everyone. We'll have to be better prepared. Tomorrow is our Circa and Westgate contest picks. Joe and I are both entered into the Circa and Westgate contest, and we're going to do our picks. The lines, of course, for those don't come out until tomorrow. So that's when we'll do those. And Friday, we're going to do kind of an NFL preview show, or in college football weekend preview show like we did last Thursday. So we'll see. And then Saturday and Sunday, you guys know the big shows in the morning. So anyways, thanks for joining us. Just trying to get started somewhere here. Got a lot of talent to work with. Going to figure out a way that where Joe Madden's not the Vanna White of PickDawgz just turning letters out here. That's for sure.
I wouldn't be very good at it.
No,
definitely.
Me neither. Me neither.
I've got too much of an opinion. So that being said, you guys have a great day.
You too. Thank you, everybody.